Well, we all know the expression "son of a blank," and we all know how the Montreal Canadiens were kind of, I don't know, parental in draft picks. It worked with Pierre Bouchard. It worked with Henri Richard. Didn't work with this guy. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, late at night, I forget that he ever played with the Montreal Canadiens, and I don't have a headache. And then when I'm doing podcasts like this, I get a headache. How we wasted a number one draft pick. 8 overall, ladies and gentlemen. 8 overall. We could have had many players instead of this guy. Danny Geoffrion, who was taken, again, 8 overall by Montreal in the 78 amateur draft. The son of Boom Boom Geoffrion, ladies and gentlemen. You know why he's taken now. Let's look at this for a second. Montreal could have had Steve Payne, Joel Quenneville, Kurt Fraser, Steve Kristoff, Brad Marsh. You almost had Kenny Linsman because Linsman went right before him. You could have had Tony McKechnie. The later drafted Richard David, but you could have had Rob McClanahan from the Olympic squad. You could have Dave Selk again for the Olympic side. Great overall player. And just, even Teddy Nolan was available, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy Nolan was available. So let's look at the curious case, and in my case, the headache case of Danny Geoffrion. Now, we talked about not verbatim, but ad nauseum about the great Q League skaters that came into the NHL and did virtually nothing. Now, 74, he broke in with the Cornwall Royals of the Quebec Major League. Second season, he got 33 goals. Third, 42 goals. Fourth, 39 goals, which was not his draft year. But again, the fifth year, he really broke through. 68 goals, 75 assists, 143 points. Danny got the call. Now, did he decide to skate with Montreal? No, he decided to go with the Quebec Nordiques. And the last season for the Nords, he played in 77 games with 12 goals and 14 assists for 26 points. So, he comes back to Montreal, ladies and gentlemen. He gets a regular shift. No goals after the 5th game. No goals after the 10th game. No goals after the 15th game. And the Quebec media's on his back in Hockey Night in Canada. No goal after the 20th game. Regular shift here. No goal after the 25th game. No goal after the 30th game. Ladies and gentlemen, 32 games that year, 6 assists, and never did nothing. 12 minutes and penalties, nothing. Playoffs, nothing. Goes to Winnipeg. Scores 20 goals in 78 games with a horrendous minus 32 like Norm Dupont numbers. By 1982, he's out of the NHL for good. Plays with Tulsa. Orders the CHL, gets 24 goals. And the headache ends in 1983. 37 goals, 39 assists for 76 points. Ladies and gentlemen, Boom Boom was head coach of the Montreal Canadiens for a little while. Until he saw LaRouche smoking a cigar and he quit. He should have saw his son play and quit. No disrespect. I know he put up a lot of Q numbers. But Montreal Canadiens were struggling in 79-80 to replace Jacques Lemaire. To replace Ken Dryden. To replace possibly the herd like Langley was traded. So we're going to replace Jacques Lemaire with Danny Geoffrion and Normand Dupont. The headache's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. It's right in the middle of my forehead right now. Let's say we didn't do their podcast. By the way, the reason why I got inspired by this podcast, one of the posters on my podcast channel gave me a mic drop because I was criticizing Andre Rasico in the previous column. Well, he said his name's on a Stanley Cup. Yeah, it's on a Stanley Cup because he was just a shitty backup. Danny Geoffrion was no Boom Boom. He got rid of Boom Boom before, and Boom Boom came back. But what's that old joke about the cancer has come back there? You know what I'm talking about? The cheater there who had that cancer society. Well, the cancer came back. They got rid of Boom Boom, and he didn't come back as Boom Boom because he quit. Danny Geoffrion was the cancer. And, you know, you look at the players that could have played in these plays that season. There was a whole bunch of prospects in the minors. Look, we talked about Rick Mahar and freak Billy Riley, great player. He could have played great with the Montreal Canadiens that year. He would have scored at least 3-4 games in shorthanded alone. Good two-way player. Anyway, Danny Geoffrion had no right to be in the NHL. The weakness of the WHA merge allowed him to stay in Montreal, allowed him to go to the Jets, but Paulie, terrible player. I don't know if he's a nice guy or not. I wish him the best. But you played 32 games for the Montreal Canadiens, and people are setting you up left and right. You can't score. You know, that's like a straight man not scoring in the Hells Angels strip bar in Quebec. Doesn't happen in my neighborhood. Have a good evening. Bye.